Hello everyone, I just want to make a short video on my way to work. You know, I've made many videos that I end up erasing, and just so many thoughts in these years. It's for every mind out there that makes it hard for me. I mean, when I comment or I do a video, and you know, there's certain brethren that can hear the confirmation, but there's so much that is harder to speak, and it's for all the indoctrinated minds out there. But it's actually to hold these things in I can't continue to not speak, and it's because you don't want to offend, or because you know everything, so many things. There is more. The scripture is, you know, all things was written. There's so much more man does not understand of what is in the scripture and what's worked through the scripture. But one thing is, it is a reminder. Those, you know, you hear, you're brought to remembrance of spirit. But once you've come to know spirit, there's more than just in a book. If that's what makes it so hard, is if you speak anything, it's outside, you know, man's indoctrinated, you know, lessons of the book. Is it not written that if all was done, that the world could not contain the book that would be written? There is so much more of we who are of spirit and have seen and have, you know, that's why it's so hard for me to speak many things. Because if it don't go by their guideline, by the verse, then they can't grasp. But I'm not, so, and let me tell you, there's so much that you can only receive so much from the letter, from the parable. Then when you've been, all those things, when it says, I have much to say to you, you cannot bear them now. Once you're made able, you receive all that you could not bear before. And you're no longer in the book. You are in spirit. You share your journey. There is so much that, you know, and you know, I have failed in doing and bringing forth so much just because I did not want to offend, or because I know that so many are not ready to hear. But even, you know, I fear even some of my brethren if I would speak some things, because it was never to be, it was to free you, not to keep you bound to letters. And that just so hard that, you know, I'm just gonna speak what, there's way more to, that's the witness. You hear the witness, you hear, there's so much that man does not understand that's in it. Well, I hope something made sense. Just know, this is why, to hold these things in. I am speaking, when you are set free, when you are no spirit, it's your whole life. It's everything you see. It's, you know, there's so much more than what is bound in the book. It's not, you know, you're still in, those who are indoctrinated, they are still in the bondage of the verses. If you say something outside that's not in the book, they, you know, they can't understand. They just, I don't know what I'm saying, but I guess I'm upset with myself because I hold back instead of giving, just so I don't. Just because those who can't hear, but there's some who can hear and want to hear. And you know, another thing, if I see these Bible thumpers, you know, speaking evil, pointing fingers at one who I know what you go through to receive these things. It is a great suffering. It is a trial. Those who go by the book and go and keep their indoctrination, you haven't been on trial. You haven't known the suffering of Christ. So when I see one judging someone because in their own ignorance, I will defend the one who's being wronged. You know, I'm really beside myself right now, but I cannot continue to hold these things in, and there's a lot more to spirit than what is bound in a book. Even in all the books that didn't make it into the cut, it was only to bring you out. It was to remind you, to bring you to remembrance. Once you've had the remembrance, you're not stuck in a letter any longer. But the hard thing, you know, I'm not so much worried about those who are indoctrinated, who won't hear it. You know, even some of the things that I would say that my brethren might not, you know, depending on where they're at, you know, if they will be able to receive some of it. But I don't know. I hope that made some kind of sense. I do love you all. Many blessings to you.